is full spectrum dominance.
So in other words, like, how do you feel about the state of hip hop today? You know, like,
I mean, you know, because a lot of people that don't listen to hip hop anymore or whatever, or used to be around, you know, in the golden era, they always complain that like there's nothing good and, you know, art, it just went to trash, Babylonian, you know, fucking jewelry, you know, guns and all the nonsense. But it's like, there's still good shit out there. People just don't check for it. It's like, people, we have the mentality amongst the people who want to listen to real hip hop that you know, they're the best and no one else is good. Like there's no room for anyone and everyone's a has been and this and that. But you know, I think it's a self-defeating attitude. But as far as you know what the labels are gonna, you know, they're gonna put out what they want to put out. But you know, if people actually supported that they like rather than just download, we'd be in a lot better position as far as having a market and having strength in the market. But basically, I feel like music has come to a point that you just gotta do it. I mean, there's no here. It's just so big now. Everybody can do it. There's so much garbage out there. It makes even the job tougher for the labels at the same point. But you just got, you know, but your grind has got to be really there, or you're really doing it all in vain, because there's always the next man that's gonna go 10 times harder than you. So, but at the same time, you know, you gotta make sure the music's official.
yeah.
But as far as the shit on the radio, the shit is garbage. I can't listen to any of it. Maybe one song out of 20 if it's a Jadakiss song. But other than that, the shit is horrible.
So upon release, where could they go? You know, go and purchase Full Spectrum Dominance or download?
Well, actually, it's free project. You know, it took a lot of work and a lot of time, but it's just a subject matter that I really don't feel that, you know, I could really charge for it. Number one, because people are, you know, act like children, and they're gonna act like, you know, I'm trying to make money selling fear or something stupid. I don't know, people will make up anything rather than talk about real issues, but at the same time, it's, you know, it's just information that you need to know. So why not get it to you quicker than to give it to you for free? And, you know, I want everyone to just give it out to everyone, because that's, you know, it's for us. As far as, you know, getting informed as to what's going on, because that's the only thing that's going to help, really, is if you get everyone informed, so we have numbers.
And when you looking for that to drop?
What's today? 20. This has been a really
26.
long project.
26.
26. Halloween, October 31st, and it will be up on the Facebook page, Nick Plated, just Facebook, Nick Plated. There'll be links up there probably at least every day, and it's really for everyone to just give out and burn copies. I'm not concerned about download numbers. I'm not trying to. I just want everyone to hear it, because it's a good crash course in this, because some people don't even want to sit down for 2 hours to watch a movie. And you know what? If you're on a long drive and you're driving, they have no choice but to listen. And it's really going to open, you know, and you may not agree with everything on it, and that's not what it's about. It's about the direction that we're heading in is piles of dead bodies. And it's not ugly. Believe me, I've looked into it. I've sat around reading documents for hours, and it's ugly. It's ugly. It's really ugly.
So explain to me a little more, you know what I mean, about the whole concept of full spectrum dominance.
Well, the concept of full spectrum dominance, it goes off of Pentagon documents about using opposition and controlling opposition to basically destabilize countries around the world, so that they won't be able to basically compete with the United States, so we could run around the world and sell massive financial crud to enslave people's economies. But it really extends to a lot of things, you know, everything: food, water, air, land, sea, money. It's everything, and you really can't understand this whole system if you don't understand the concept of full spectrum dominance, because it doesn't make sense if you don't know it. And a lot of people, when they get to that concept of full spectrum dominance and funding opposition and it just, they become like, they freeze. They're like, they act like, oh, this is too complicated for me. But it's really, I mean, it is, but it isn't. You know, obviously, taking over most of the world is not an easy task. That's, you know, everyone seems to think that this is like a simple thing, but it's very complex, but it's understandable. But that's, you know, part of the reason through the food, the vaccinations, and, you know, publicly funded education is you get more and more towards the direction of people not being able to understand it, which.
So what was the inspiration behind the whole making of full spectrum dominance?
Well, it was basically, you know, first and foremost, I'm a hip hop producer. That's what I love to do. I can make beats for days, and that's really my, you know, that's what I do. So my whole thing is like, what could I do to do something that was, you know what I'm saying, basically helping spread the word about this. And I thought, you know, like I said before about the Beat CD, why not make it like a movie? And you know, I used a lot of top researchers, top economists, but I use a lot of Alex Jones because his broadcast it covers the whole spectrum. There's so much material to use, and the best part is from a music making perspective, there's no music behind it. And it's important to not make this about Alex Jones because it's really not. He's one of hundreds of researchers that clearly come to the same conclusion. He's just the most out there at the moment, but you know, and I try to make that clear in the project to not make it about Alex Jones because that's what instead of becoming about the information, it becomes about someone, and it's just ridiculous. It shows how childish people are.
Right. There we are right now. Welcome to NYC.
Yes.
Your boy Nicky played it. Engineer Chris. Big ups, deuces.
Yes. This man did this whole breed because he was about it.
It's important to get.
And believe me, I would not have been able to make this project without this man because it probably would have cost a lot of money that I'm putting out there for free. So take that in consideration.
About the whole situation with the full spectrum dominance.
I'm out there, you know what I mean? So my whole perspective is it's time to take a stand, to make a change, and to correct what's been going wrong for the past 150 years. So it's not all of it.
There you go, proof in the
Gotta get the
pudding.
information.
You know, it's just about what you can do, and it's not, you know, like no one's perfect, and people like to just, you know, feel powerless and suck their thumbs all day, but, you know, if everyone just cared a little bit and just, you know, drove 10 minutes not to go to Walmart, it's not like, and it's not even about that, it's not like, you know, when you have a DVD and you want to buy a DVD, ice cream, and a fucking rug, obviously you're gonna go to Walmart because you could buy all three things there. When you know, it's just the little things, like, people like to just make it such like a childish thing, when it's not really, it's just about everybody doing a little bit, really.
There you have it. That's where you heard it first, right here.
Yes.
Welcome to NYC.com.
NYC, boy Comic.
You know it.
We got some joints coming out on that mixtape.
Yeah.
Out.
It's about to drop soon. You know.
Yes.
Got the old joint out. I got this. Couple
Word up.
joints over there, but you know, it's about you right now, my G. And on that note, we out.
Peace.
Peace.